that is your choice if you want to have sexual themes or not. Other than that, this game, go right ahead. I would let my little brothers watch this, no doubt. I mean, what are they going to pick up from this? Go and hit a weird monster thing like one of those weird guys right there? I mean, seriously. Look at that. Like, look at that monster. Whoa, where's my finger at? That monster right there. There. I mean, seriously, what's the worst thing that can happen? I mean, you can be bad or good. So, that's an RPG game. And for my two T games that I actually had that are actually semi-violent is, excuse me, is Quantum of Solace and Soul Calibur. My little brothers like this game a lot because it's like the only T game that they actually get to play because my parents are so uptight because I think they'll turn out like me, like a killer fanatic or whatever, because I'm into a whole bunch of first-person shooters. This game here is very good. I mean, the graphics are pretty sweet. The online gameplay is amazing. The cover system, everything about it, it's just good. You can go, I think it's like first person and third person, I think, or second person. It's James Bond. I mean, there's not much to say about it. I mean, the only thing that they took out, which I hate, is the multiplayer. All you can do is go on live. That's it. That's the only multiplayer they have. They don't have any like co-op play or whatever, which I hate like a whole bunch. But what are you gonna do about it? It's a good game. I like it a lot, and I would probably not trade this game in. It's not challenging per se. It's more I don't know, like kind of like actiony. It's not really. It's a shooter, but it's also really actiony. I would definitely let my little brothers play this, especially like if they're just starting off on their flow of violence. Like I would let them play this game. Soul Calibur. It's a sword game, people. If your kid's like maybe 5 or whatever, and he's like, hey, let me get this, don't hesitate with content. I mean, mild language, partial nudity, sexual themes, violence. The partial nudity is when you make your character. Okay, there's not much of a story to this. Like, there's only like 4 levels, and you beat the game. Woohoo, congratulations. Me and my brothers played the story mode, and we beat it within maybe 5 hours or so. And we didn't even play constantly either. This game is very good, I guess. I mean, I don't really play it. It's kind of for my little brothers. But once again, all it is swords. I mean, there's no guns. You just fight people with swords. You get to be a Yoda or whatever in like the new, not Darth Vader, but it's like Dark Apprentice, which is pretty sweet. As you can see Yoda, which is very like fantasy. And this game here should be rated not E, but since there's swords and all that stuff, I mean, you should definitely let your kid play this if, you know, he brings up that subject. Okay. Now we're going to move on. Instead of just talking about games and correlating stuff, why people like violent games. Like Resident Evil, I like it because I'm a fan of the series. This is just one of the movies I have. I have all of them. And for Easter, I'm probably going to, I hope I'm going to get the animated one because I'm a big fan. And she's very hot, which is another plus. These movies are very action-packed. There's some nudity, but, you know, once again, the 5 seconds, the odds of your kid walking and seeing that little bit, it's even hard to see. I mean, I need glasses, but I'm not that bad with glasses, and I could barely see it. But, you know, I mean, my mom, she doesn't even notice half the time. And, I mean, I'm old enough to watch this stuff. But this movie's just good, and it's violent, and it's not like just a random gun around and shoot you. It's zombies, okay? That's all it is. It's not like you're shooting real people. Okay, 4 brothers, very violent, a lot of strong language, like a lot of strong language, and this is probably my favorite movie right now, one of my favorite movies, because there's the one scene. Which is, I don't know if you guys can see this here, but this scene right here, where they end up attacking the house, favorite scene in the whole world. I mean, I recorded it, put it on YouTube. It's just amazing the way that they filmed this. I mean, great movie. Very violent. I would not recommend this for kids under the age of maybe 13 or 12. Definitely would not recommend this. Super, super violent, but a great, great story. Great meaning. I mean, just an awesome meeting. Their mom gets shot and they're off color, and they do everything that they can for her because they love her a lot, and the little kid ends up getting shot, and it's very emotional at times, and it's just an outrageously good movie. Okay, well-known movie, The Dark Knight. It's violent. I mean, my mom won't let my little kids watch it, or my little brothers watch it, and my one brother, who's second youngest, I think, is a DC/Marvel fanatic. I mean, he's like Ninja Turtles and Batman, action figures, and Spider-Man and whatnot. And my mom won't let him watch it because I don't really know, because it's violent. I mean, that's basically it. Just a lot of violence. I mean, the Joker, the storyline, everything is a perfect movie. The Joker plays his character fairly well, and so does Batman. And it's just a great movie, and not much to say except I'd probably say maybe 9 years old for this movie. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not the greatest movie within violent content. War. Definitely not recommended for little kids. Definitely not recommended for the nudity, the violence, and the language, and the sexual content. But you have Bruce Lee, I think it is, or no, Jet Li and Jason, I don't